let's just use this note as a drone and let's just pick some random notes on the scale. Let's pick a G, an F and an E. So an F, a G and an E randomly, and let's play it over that note.
Morning guys and girls. Quickly before the video starts, I always watch a video back and I always wonder, there might be something in there that people don't understand. In this video I'm leaving it to you to come up with the answers. The instructions I feel are quite simple to understand. In this video I mentioned that you need to know every note on the guitar, which is easily done. There's the Google search, there's the picture. So once we've gone through how to build a chord, what are the modes, what the modes sound like, how to use them, I'm also gonna write a little chord progression at the end. Don't know what I'm gonna write yet, we'll just use what I've mentioned. Let's run the video. Lovely job.
Morning guys and girls. So today we're going to talk about the modes, and I'm going to try and put this to you in a usable way where you can actually write some songs with it and you're not just going up and down a chord box. I'm not going to be throwing crazy words your way, and we're not going to be getting stuck in boxes. We're going to look at it from a purely musical way on the guitar, and we're going to step outside this box and we're going to think, what is music? You know, why am I using modes? Music is different frequencies of notes chucked together in your ear and you go, wow, that sounds really nice, or oh, that sounds terrible. On this guitar neck there's only 12 notes, and there's 12 notes in Western music. All we're dealing with is 12 notes in a series of different ways to get different sounds and different emotion. Let's look at it that way, and let's strip it back and try and make it as simple as possible. The only thing I need you to know is have an understanding of every note on the guitar neck. Go on Google, type in every note on the guitar neck, there'll be a chart there, and you'll be able to go, oh, there's all the E's, oh, there's all the E's, there's a C, there's a C, there's a C. So the C's all over there. There's only actually 12 notes there, so print that off. You'll have that to reference when you go, oh, right, I need to know where this note is. The only other thing we need to know, which I'm going to explain now, which is going to help us understand the modes, is how to build a chord. A chord is made of 3 notes. You've got your root note, your third note, which dictates if it's a major or a minor, and your 5th note. In a C major scale, we've got no sharps or flats. It's all the white notes on a keyboard from C to C. Nice and simple. There's our notes. To build a C chord out of this scale, we take the 1st, we take the 3rd, and we take the 5th. That gives us C, E, and G. If you didn't know what a C chord was, hopefully you do know what a C chord is, but if you didn't know what a C chord was, you could theoretically go, okay, I need a C, E, and a G. There's a C note. There's an E note. There's a G note. There's a C note. And there's an E. There we go. If we do that for every note within this scale, let's say we don't start on that C. Let's say we start on the D and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D, F, and A. Well, we've got an open D note there. We've got an A note. We've got another D. And we've got an F note. And to me, that sounds quite a sad chord. So that is a minor chord. Majors are happy. Minors are sad. So now that we know that major's happy and minor's sad, and we're getting chords out of all of these, we can get more chords. We can put them together. We can get different emotions and different sounds. We can be happy, we can be sad, and with the modes we can even be mystical and stuff like that. So it gives you different expression. Modes are scales derived from these notes. So if we start there and we play all the notes, and let's say this D is our root note, and we play all of these notes, it's called a Dorian scale, but we don't even need to know that. I'm hoping this is making sense at the minute. So that's what we got. We got our triad there where we went 1, 3, 5, and we got a C major chord. If we took the second note and did the same, we end up getting a D minor. If we do the same with the E minor, 1, 2, 3, we get an E minor. If we do an F, 1, 2, 3, we get an F major, B diminished, which we don't worry about. Don't worry about that at the minute. And then we get another C. There's chords there that we can use together. Let's take some chords out of this, make a chord progression, then let's play just the single notes over the top and see what we get. And this is where we're writing music now. We could throw a dice and we could go, the second note in the scale. We've got our landed a 2, so we'll use that first. We'll go D minor. Then let's pick any of those notes. Let's pick a G note and an A note. Well, we've got to find them on the neck. There's a G, there's an A. So let's play a G and an A note over D minor chord that we've got. Sounds quite nice. And let's take another chord. Let's take an A minor and we'll play a G and an A. That sounds quite nice. There was another chord there we could play. Let's play an F. And let's go to a C. C chord. We can play any of those notes with any chord. That gives us different emotions. If we played them in a different way, if we started with an F and we played them down, well, let's play an A and a G to a C to a D minor. You're going to have to experiment a little bit, but any of those notes played over any of those chords will work. So let's not get stuck in a box. Let's play this A and this G somewhere else. We can play a C chord. Let's go to an F. Oh, I went to a C note there because I know that that's a C. That's how we're writing music. That's how you could write a song using the modes. Now let's hear how these notes sound over these different notes in the bass. This is another good exercise. So let's detune our top string to a D. So now we've got a D note drone in the bottom. But let's still play all of these notes and see what it sounds like. You might think, oh, what's he done there? Well, all I'm playing is a D, F, to an E and a C. They're all in there. All of those notes are in there. So it's up to you to come up to find where the notes are and come up with the different shapes. And I quite like the sound of that. B, C, B, A. They're all in there. B, C, B, A I did. Go to an F. I'm going to play those same little notes up there. E's, E, F, D. That sounds very different. B, C, B, A. Oh, just played a G. An A note. I like the sound of that. That's a Lydian. You get a Lydian sound. So that's enough twiddling around for the minute. Hopefully you're sticking with me. I'm going to write down what the names of all of these scales are when you play over the drone notes and the different sounds that you get. So we'll go through that. So there we go. I've just written down all the modes. If we play that C major scale over these different chords, we get different scales. And I wouldn't worry about the names of them so much just for the minute. I would more worry about how they sound. Give you an overview of each one. I'll tune that bottom note to a C. It gives us a reference point when we use a drone note. It gives us a reference point of what mode we're in. And let's play that C major scale over that C note. Sounds quite nice, doesn't it? In cinema, they'll use Ionian. Like, that's the Superman theme, that is the Indiana Jones theme, da, 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 da. Or lullabies as well. Let's change that drone note. Now let's play a C scale over a D drone. So now we'll play those C notes, but we'll play it over a D drone or a D minor chord. D Dorian. Even though we're playing a C major, because the drone note, what we're playing in, is D, that gives us our D Dorian sound. I always think of D Dorian as quite like a folky sound. Another thing you can do is, let's throw everything out the window. Let's not even worry about what a chord's made up of. Let's not worry about what scale we're in. Let's just use this note as a drone, and let's just pick some random notes on the scale. Let's pick a G, an F and an E. So an F, a G and an E randomly, and let's play it over that note. Now that's pretty beautiful. So I've never actually played that before. I've never used that. Oh, but it's starting to make sense now. All of it can be thrown out the window. As long as your ear likes what it's hearing, it can play anything it wants. And I'm using that. I went to an E note there. There's my E. Let's do another one. Let's use E Phrygian. Ooh. So what sound would an E Phrygian have? Let's play the notes of the C scale over an E drone. Oh. There you go. So that's got to me that's got a Middle Eastern kind of sound. Let's do the same again. Let's pick some random notes and play an E drone note out of it. That seemed to work well last time. So let's pick a B, a D and an F. There's a B, there's a D, and there's an F. Oh. It's music. It's all the same notes. One more. We'll take F as our drone. Really, it's my favourite mode. Or an F drone over a C major scale, F Lydian. So, let's play a C note. Let's play a D note, E note, F. Yeah. Hope this is making sense. Let's pick some random notes because I really like that, what we did there. So let's pick a B, a D and an E. B, D, E. B, D, E. Because we're in F, let's go to an F. We've got those random notes. Let's expand on that. Instead of going there, let's find some notes further up. So we know C, an E and a G is in there as well. Back to that first one. Playing an open E. So you get some nice sounds. I'm really hoping the penny might have dropped a little bit there. It's all the same stuff. Are we good if I explain the modes? I don't know. I'm not too sure. It's a different way of looking at it. So guys, I really hope you found that useful. Let's come up with a song using all of that. I've got no idea, but I do know that I like that F, G, E over the D. So let's start the song in D minor. There's what I wanted. So I wanted D minor and I wanted to do this, but I didn't want to pick it. So I want to be able to strum it, but I'm leaving this B out. We could leave it in, but that doesn't sound too good. Sounds
sounds okay, but not the best. So let's add a note on that B string as well, which is a C note. So it all works. So we don't really need to know, but it does actually give us a kind of like F chord. There's our F. We've just taken some notes out. So we've adjusted an F chord, but it sounds nice. That's the main thing. Go over the top of that if we wanted a riff. So say if we were writing for 2 guitars, the notes don't even have to be played on guitars. We could have like a riff, like a... That's more bass for me. That's a bass part. There you go. So they're all notes within the C. Guitar over the top. Let's use some C notes up here. We got a C and a D there. I've got a C, an E, I've got a B, a D, I've got a B and a C randomly. Just whatever sounds nice to you. I'd love to put that together actually. Go up with a full song, change it up. Something else. There's a chord I want there. Yeah, G. G's in there as well. So we can actually still use that could be the bass, but that could also be the melody when we change. Get the idea. All those notes are in the key of C and they're all over the guitar and you can use them anywhere you want. Lovely. I'm going to shut up now because I think this video is going to be long enough. Next time round, the next video is going to be modal interchange. So you could get boxed in with that. You've only actually got 7 chords to play with. So modal interchange means that you can get some different chord progressions which are outside the box. You could get... So I'm going to teach you that next time. Hope it explains it. Throw everything out the window. Just concentrate on the C major scale and mess around with the drone notes. Add different notes. See how they sound. If you add an A drone and you play the C major scale, you get a different sound again. You get Aeolian, which is another beautiful sounding one. So experiment with it. See what sounds good to you, and then mash it all together. Lovely job. See you later, boys and girls.